This week we are focusing on one pot meals. These are perfect for those busy weeknights when you want to get food on the table quick, but you don't want to make a huge mess, but you still want that delicious home cooked meal. And this is called Meat Lovers Tortellini. So I've got 1 pound of hamburger meat here, 1 pound of ground Italian sausage, and then I also chopped up half an onion and threw that in there. And now we're going to season this the way we like it. So I added some garlic parmesan seasoning by Kinder, which has salt in it, as well as Montreal steak seasoning and Italian seasoning to make sure we get all of that grease out. And then we're going to add it back to the pan and add the rest of our seasonings. So I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and then I'm going to do a half a teaspoon of Kinder's garlic parmesan. You could substitute that for garlic powder if you wanted to do that. Next, I'm going to be adding my pizza sauce. It doesn't matter what kind. I just got the Walmart brand, and then I'm going to go ahead and pour a 24-ounce jar in here of this. And then I also ended up doing about 1/4 of another one. I am going to go ahead and add in my 5 cheese tortellini. This is the refrigerated kind, and it is an 18-ounce bag. So I just poured that whole 18-ounce bag in there, and I'm just going to stir this up. And I also took my pizza sauce jar that was empty, and I filled it about 1/4 of a way with water. And I poured that in here as well. I'm going to add in my pepperonis to this. So I've just got a bag of regular pepperonis. And some of them I am going to chop and cut up. But I ended up deciding that it really wasn't worth it to cut these up. And I'm just going to put them in there whole. And it was really good like that. So do that however you would like. I just took some pepperonis and I separated them individually. Because if you don't, they're going to stick together and they won't really separate as well when you stir this up. And just throw a bunch in there to your taste and then give it a stir and let your tortellini finish cooking. And then once that's done cooking, we're going to go ahead and take some mozzarella cheese and we're just going to sprinkle that over the top of this and just cover it really well. And then once we do that, we are going to take our leftover pepperoni slices that we have and we are just going to layer those over the top of this. And then once we do that, this is finished and I'm just going to take my lid and I've got my burner off at this point and I'm just going to let that cheese melt. That just took about maybe 2 minutes, if that. And if you did have an oven safe pan that you cook this in, you could always pop it under the broiler even and let those pepperonis crisp up a little bit. But that was it. This was so good. It was so easy to throw together and my family loved it. This would also be good with bell peppers in it, black olives, anything like that to make it a supreme version. This would also be good topped with red pepper flakes or Parmesan, and this was so simple and so good. Enjoy!